and I'm hoping it's right here. What? No. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukenessmonster, and today we're going to be starting up a brand new hardcore series here on the channel. Basically, if you don't know what hardcore mode is, it's essentially like Minecraft, where as in if you die in the game, it deletes your save file and there is no respawn. So really excited about this. I know a lot of you guys in my last video commented saying that you would love to see a hardcore series, so today we're going to be starting one up. And of course we are playing on the brand new Astroneer update, the custom mode update, and so if you do want to know everything about that update, make sure you go check out my latest video. It is up on the channel and it will be pinned in the card and linked in the description. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into the hardcore mode. So we're not going to go and change any of the settings for it, we're just going to play it on the default settings, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Now, this is going to be very stressful for us because as soon as we land, our shuttle here disappears, and we will be left there with no oxygen and no power. So we will have very limited time to go get the resources that we need to survive. So as soon as we land here, we're going to be looking for a patch of resin somewhere. I see one right over there. We're going to run straight for that patch of resin because it's going to be our best bet of surviving. That's just because once we get the resin, we can make oxygen filters. So we're running over there really fast. Alrighty, so as you can see, our oxygen's already half down, and we're going to build an oxygen filters. But as you can see, that's using up our power, and so eventually we're going to not have enough power to make more oxygen filters. So what we really desperately need to do right now is find some compound so we can build a generator. We're actually going to grab some organic as well to power our generator, but we desperately need some compound at the moment. So we're going to go out running looking for some compound. Ooh, there is a small battery over here, so that'll be really useful. Let's grab that. Oh, and there is compound right over here. Okay, so right now we need to build a small generator, and then that will fill up our power. We do need to build a small canister, so I'll go ahead and print one of those. But we also desperately need more oxygen filters because our oxygen is going down. And so we need to stay somewhat close to some resin here so we have enough oxygen to survive. Now I am going to do kind of some exploring here. We don't have a set base as of right now, and we can't really just sit waiting around because we need oxygen pretty desperately. Now, if you guys did miss my last video, I do remember finding a landing pad, and so I do want to keep an eye out for that, but I'm not sure I'll find that in this video. I'm hoping I will, but if I don't, then I don't. But one thing we desperately need to do right now is we need to get an oxygenator, because I can't necessarily rely on the fact of like trying to find this thing, and so because of that we need to build an oxygenator, which means we have a lot of stuff we need to do to get there. So for starters, we need a printer, but we are going to kind of stay close to one of these resin deposits just in case. So at this moment we have our printer, but we don't have a way to power it yet. So we're going to take our thing here. We're also going to make another oxygen filter, of course. We're going to use our generator here to power this, and we are going to print a small platform. So we got our small platform here. Now the next thing we're going to need to print is, of course, a medium printer, which needs 2 compounds. So we are going to go out looking for some compound real quick. I know we just saw some, I don't necessarily remember where it was, but we're going to go out looking for some compound so we can build a medium printer. Alrighty, so we made it back to our little platform here, and we are going to go ahead and print our medium printer now. But of course we need power for that. There we go, we got that started. So we can go ahead and actually throw that onto our platform here. So next we actually do need to build a large platform A, and luckily we have plenty of resin to do so, so we're going to go ahead and print one of these up. Oh, of course we need to start our generator though. And so we'll get one of these printed. Now this is going to take a while, and so I do need to stand by here, but I'm going to build another oxygen filter here, and I'm going to grab some of this resin too, just in case. So we got our new platform here. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to print up both an oxygenator as well as a smelter. But the oxygenator here needs aluminum and ceramic, both of which needs to be smelted. So like I said, we need to build a smelter, which actually costs 250 bytes. We don't have any bytes, so not only do we have to unlock this smelter furnace, we also have to find clay and aluminum to be able to smelt. So it's going to be a difficult road to do with very limited oxygen, but we're going to try our best. So first thing we need to do is we actually need to go down into the caves and find some aluminum as well as some bites. Okay, so we made it down to the caves, and I already see some aluminum over there, so I think we're going to kind of run this way. There's also some quartz, which I do need for some beacons. That'll be really helpful. And we're going to grab some of the quartz from over here as well. Yep, so right here is one of these little bite nodes, so as we scan these, it gives us, what, 62 and 43, so we're already getting a lot of the way there for bites. We just got to find more of these things, and there's a ton laying right here as well. Let me open it up. That gives us plenty for a smelting furnace. We're going to unlock that, and now we're going to head up to the surface and get it printed. Okay, so now we do have everything we need to start building a smelting furnace. So we're going to get our smelting furnace printed there. We're also going to get a beacon printed. And we're going to place our beacon right here so we don't ever lose our home. Now let's go ahead and open this guy up. And we'll throw on our laterite. Find clay pretty desperately, and clay can be elusive sometimes. Sometimes it's really easy to find, and sometimes it's not. And so we do have to do some looking for it. It'll be kind of interesting, but I always have trouble finding it sometimes, so I'm hoping it's not too hard. Now, I don't want to get too far away from my base either, but I do have a beacon just in case if I get lost. Ooh, there is a little crash thing over here, so let's go check this guy out real quick. So there is a work light, we'll definitely use that, and some extra oxygen filters. We don't need a small squeaker horn, even though I really love it. And then there is some tethers right here too. Now, we don't necessarily need tethers yet, but I'll hold on to it just for right now. Oh, and there, okay, this is awesome. We finally found this thing. We found this thing last time, and we found it again, so this will really help with our base building. And it does give me oxygen too, which is really nice. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to empty out my backpack a little bit, because I think there's a lot of stuff that I will need, but for at the moment, I want to go and I want to take all of my base that started over here, and I want to bring it over here, and this will be my main base. So we're going to go ahead and run over there. Now, I am leaving that little thing over here, but now that I've actually jumped in it, if I go into my compass, it will show up on my thing here, so it should be pretty easy to find now, which is good. Alrighty, so we made it back to the base here, and we actually got our smelter here. So we are going to go ahead and actually plug this guy in already. And now, quite frankly, we don't even need an oxygenator, but we are going to go ahead and make one anyway, considering that we already have the resources for it. Now, we still do need some clay, but that's something we can find. But the one thing I love about this thing here is it's got a ton of little bits of power. It's got wind turbines and everything in between here. Solar panels, wind turbines, even little power cells here, which is going to be great for powering our base. Okay, so we actually did get all the little power pieces here onto our landing pad, and it's going to be a great source of power for our smelter and other items. But unfortunately, at the moment, it's night, and so there is no power working in our favor at the moment, which is unfortunate. So we got all of our aluminum smelted, so that'll be really useful here in a little bit, but again, we still need some clay. But now the good thing is, here I'm going to leave my tethers here too. But now the good thing is we have the gravity globe, which will actually let us drive around looking for clay rather than having to walk around. So this will be really good. And ooh, there is some copper right here, which we can use in the future. But right now we're going to be looking for some clay. But the problem with the gravity globe is it's not great on going up hills. And so any super rough terrain is going to be difficult for me to traverse until I get a better rover. Oh, I literally drove right past it. I was sitting right here next to it, and I drove right past the clay. There's clay right here, and I drove right past it. Alrighty, so we got plenty of clay. Let's head back to our base. But now that we got our clay, we can actually throw it here on the smelter. Now I'm going to throw only one on at the moment. I don't need them all smelted, so we're going to kind of just set them aside. And so now we got our clay, and we got our aluminum. We can print an oxygenator. Oh my gosh, the oxygenator costs 1,800 bytes. Wow, okay. I just was under the impression that it was already unlocked. Wow, that is a shame. Okay, so now what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get some more bytes, and so I think our best bet as of right now is going back into the caves and finding some of those little node things. Ooh, but there is a really nice cave entrance right next to our base, which I really like. I won't have to dig one up because there's a nice one right here. But we do have a research chamber unlocked, so I might as well print one of those at the moment, just to give us some bytes while we're going down into the caves as well. So while we're not using our smelter, we are going to throw on the research chamber, and we're going to find something to research. So we're going to run into the woods here, and they're not too hard to find. They're these little blue things. Yep, one right here, chilling in the trees. And it's not going to give us a ton of bytes, but it's going to do enough for the moment. And now we are going to go ahead and run down into the caves and see what else we can find. So we already just wasted a lot of the time that we had, but we're gonna see what we can do. But there is, ooh, there's a ton of bytes over here. We're gonna grab these first. But there also does seem to be some debris here, some aluminum and some shaphalarite, so we'll grab both of those. I'm not just kicking the platform around, jeez. Oh, portable smelting furnace. That is huge. Now I'm gonna grab a laterite here because I believe I saw one of the little things that you can open up. Yeah, right over here. There is one of these aluminum boxes that you can open up, and it should give you some stuff to research. So we are gonna throw on. It said I got a laterite. Did it not just say I got a laterite? Did it drop it? Yeah, it just dropped it here. Okay, we're gonna carry this guy over. And we got this thing to research, and that'll be a huge help for bytes. So let's go ahead and head back towards our base, which I want to say is this way. Or maybe it's this way. Ooh. Okay, I'm down to my last oxygen filter, so I really do have to be quick here. And I'm hoping it's right here. What? No, 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 no. Oh my god, that was... Oh. I literally almost just suffocated IRL. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I need a breather. Oh my god. That was literally the closest to death you could have possibly gotten without dying. Okay, so when I printed the oxygenator, when I printed the oxygen filters, I didn't have any spots open, and so it just fell on the ground and I started to suffocate. And I thought the entire hardcore series was over right there. Come on, come on, come on, we don't got much time. Get to the surface, get to the surface. Okay, 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 we're almost there. This is gonna be another close call though. Okay. We made it back. Wow, that was stressful. Again, I want to emphasize this. This is hardcore mode, so if I die, the game is over. There is no respawning. And as you can see, we just had 2 close calls there. So we gotta be a lot more careful if we're gonna survive. We did get the research sample here, so if I actually throw this on, this will give us 500 bytes. Ooh, okay, so we do have enough bytes now for the oxygenator. So we're gonna go ahead and claim it, and now we can go ahead and get it printed too, because we have all the resources necessary for it. And there we go, we got our oxygenator. And so now this should allow us to tether off of our thing here, and we won't be suffocating in the caves anymore because we'll be close to our tethers. That is actually going to do it for this episode of Astroneer. We got a lot done, and we've got a really good start to this hardcore series, so it'll be a ton of episodes, so make sure to stick around. Our main goal in this series is going to be unlocking the mystery palette. So as of right now, for example, I'm wearing the galactic palette because I pretty much beat the original version of the game, and so I have the galactic palette. So beating the game on hardcore mode, you get this brand new palette. We don't know what it is yet, but our goal of the series is to unlock this by beating the game on hardcore mode. So make sure to stick around for that if this is a series you will enjoy. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.